Welcome back to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, today at Branston Golf and Country Club. I'm out on one of our short game areas, and today's video is going to be about pitching and picking good landing areas. Stay tuned to find out more. As mentioned, today's video is going to be about pitching and picking the right landing areas when you're pitching, which is really vital. And that's why I'm using this particular shot here. So the flag is 30 yards away from me. I'm going to the top pin, which is a yellow pin on the right hand side there. But there is a ridge that starts at about 22 yards and goes through to about 26 yards. So it's about 4 yards obviously in length, and it's quite a rise. It's a good couple of feet up the hill. So what I don't want to do is land the ball into that slope. So I'm going to show you two shots, one where we're trying to fly it and one where we're trying to get it shorter and actually rolling up the hill, which in this particular one would definitely be my preference because the pin is only just over the ridge. So if I'm trying to fly it high, I've got to try and miss the ridge, get the ball to land very softly so I can stop it by that pin. So my preference here would actually be to land the ball short of the ridge. So I've laid out one of my target circles, my landing zones, at 20 yards. So that's going to be my particular spot, to land it at 20 yards and then try and get the ball to roll up the hill and do those other 10 yards along the ground. So I'm going to use a very different club from that. Now there's a quote in the Short Game Bible by Dave Pelz that I really like that says, "Aim for the valleys, not the hills." So we want to land the ball on flat. I don't even mind slight downhill. We just take into consideration it's obviously going to kick on a little bit more. We don't mind landing it in the valleys, we just don't want to land it in the hills. So landing it in a valley, if it lands short, it's hitting a down slope, which helps. If it lands too long, it's hitting an up slope, which kills it, which helps. What we don't want to do is land the ball on a hill, on a mound, because if it lands short, it kills it. If it lands long, it's kicking it on further. So we try not to land it into the slopes unless we've got no other choice. So if we're short-sided ourselves and it's long grass short, so we can't putt it, we can't chip it, then we may have to just try and dead it into that slope. But it'd be a last resort. It wouldn't be something we'd choose normally. So I'm going to go for the higher shot first of all, which does have a much higher risk here. So it's a 58 degree, my highest loft, and I've really got to try and land it on the top of the slope. My worry is that if it lands actually into the slope, it's going to kill it and stop dead and leave myself then an awkward putt. Or if I land it at the flag, it's going to roll off the back edge of the green. It's a particularly short green here that we're playing to. So I've got 30 yards. I've got to be landing about 27, 28 of those 30 yards. So this is quite a precise shot. Let me give it a whirl. It might be pretty good. It landed about front edge of the circle I've laid out around the flag, which is about 3 feet short of the flag. So it landed probably 29 of those 30 yards, and it's rolled off to the back edge of the green there, which isn't too much of a problem. But to get that ball close to the flag, I think I've got to choose a different option. So as I said, my preference here would actually to be landing the ball just onto the green at around 20 yards where I've laid a landing circle and get the ball to roll up the hill. So I'm using a different club. Now I'm going to choose a pitching wedge, and I'm going to be looking at and feeling a lower flight. Now, a great short game tip is also, once you've picked your landing area, don't look at the flag, look at your landing zone where you actually want the ball to land. That's your job. So my landing zone, 20 yards, that's what I'm focusing on. It's finished much closer than the other one. It actually landed, I'm going to hit one more. It landed a yard or two longer than I wanted, just into the bottom of the slope. It was not the highest point of the slope, so it did allow that ball still to release, but I want to land it about a yard short of that. But that's finished the right distance, that one. One more. That's the one. So that landed pretty much bang on my circle there, laid out at 20 yards. It's kicked a little off to the left, but finished the right distance again. It's a much easier shot to play once you pick the right landing area and you're not trying to land it into those upslopes. It's a really simple tip, But if you can remember, aim for the valleys, not the hills, I think that's going to help you next time you're out playing a short game shot. Think about it a little bit more. It's not always your highest lofted shot or club to try and get that ball to stop as quick as possible. If you can use the ground, use it. If you did enjoy the content video, give us a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel for all the other videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 5:30. Thanks guys, we'll see you soon.